Hi, it's Vila, and I'm back. I was asked to make a small tutorial on how I made the two-way journal. I don't know what it's called, but I call it the double journal. I don't know, two-way journal. I'm just gonna show you because it's really simple, I did already drew out one of the covers. I'm just using a plain old pizza box and just one A4 paper and another pizza box. And what you want to do with the pizza box is you have those sides that stick together, right? So you want to open these up because you're not going to use that side for your spine, because you have, I don't know if it shows on the camera, you have this line here, so it doesn't really work that way. So you're just going to use the part that is equal, so it's not double covered, if that makes any sense. So you open these up and then you just choose which one. This one is also double covered, so you don't want to use this one for your spine. You want to use this side. So you're just going to cut that open. And yes, if anyone is wondering, the pizzas were delicious. Okay, so now it's open. This is your spine. So what I do, I'm going to you can make these any way you want, by the way, any size. I mean, there's my pencil here. Okay, so this is an A4 paper, just regular copy paper, and I'm using this size because I'm going to use these covers for a next journal I'm going to make. So that's why I'm using this, because I'm going to use a digital kit and they are usually A4 size. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off from this line here on the bottom, and from there I am going to measure 1/2 inch. And why 1/2 inch? Because I want to have a little bit of space so that my papers will be on the inside of the cover, so they won't, that gives you a little room, if they are not completely even, that will give you the room, so they will still be inside your cover. I'm not really explaining that quite well, I think, but anyway, so you're gonna do the same on the other side. Okay, and then just to make sure they are aligning up, you'll put your ruler on there, on the line that you drew, so that way you'll make sure that it's going to be, well, equal, I was gonna say, but it should be equal. Not really. Doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so next step is I'm going to put my A4 paper that I folded in half on that line. I'm just gonna draw the top so I can make a line there too. And I'm doing the same on this side, and I'm just laying it against the fold in the pizza box that I'm going to use for the spine. So, okay. And then I'm just going to do the same on this side. This is just, you know, you can measure everything if you want, but this is a bit quicker. Like this. Do the same on the other side. I'm just lining it up with the paper so it gives me a bit more a line that I can draw against. So the last thing that I do, because I also want some space on this side left, so the paper also doesn't come out on this side. So I'm just gonna put 1/4 of an inch against this line, and that way all the papers will fit in the cover. Just draw a line, do the same on the other side. And the reason why I did 1/2 inch on the bottom and 1/4 of an inch on the side is because you will have 1/2 inch here, 1/4 of an inch on the bottom, 1/4 of an inch on the top. So this is a bit quicker if you just do 1/2 inch at once. But that's just my theory. So 1/2 inch here, 1/4 of an inch here. And now it's time to cut it. And you're gonna cut this line, so not your drawing, the line that you drew, but the line of the pizza box. And don't worry if you're not like, you can also just use a knife for this, but for sake of the video and what's handy while filming, I'm just gonna cut it. And I don't know if this is straight actually, but we will see. So then you can just check, you know, if everything is kind of straight. So that's one of the covers. That's one. So now just cut the other one. And then we are ready to move on with the next step. By the way, I want to thank everyone who viewed my video about the abandoned house journal. I had a lot of views, and it's the first time that I reached that amount of views, and it made me so happy. And a lot of subscribers, so thank you for subscribing. I'm just doing this for fun. I started my YouTube channel years ago just to challenge myself, I guess, to do something new. And well, to see that people are liking it, that's amazing. So thank you a lot for subscribing and watching my videos. It makes me very, very happy. Thank you. So now this is the second cover. Okay, so now we have these two, a pizza Hawaii and a pizza Pollo. So you can see now that the A4 size paper, if you put it like this, you have some room on all the sides. That makes any sense. That's how I like it, but some people like to have this lined up, the cover lined up with the signatures. That's fine too, you know. Everybody should do what they want. Then you cover it in paper, and I'm actually not quite sure what paper I will use. I thought I had lighter paper. Yes, I have. And since I'm going to use this for another journal, I'm not really sure yet what kit I'm going to use, but I wanted to do a beach theme because I have this idea for a long time, and of course it's summer, so what I am going to do, you could choose to cover this totally in paper. You can paint it, you can do whatever you want. I am going to what is the right side? This is like, it has a, okay, it's not flat, the paper, it has some lines in it. Okay, so what I want to do is just cover this side and this side, because I'm going to use some linen, sticky linen, to cover the spine, just to give it some interest. So and I'm going to use just double-sided tape, just for sake of the video. So first I put my tape, and then take all the backing off. Okay, so this is the side with the ribbles, so I'm just gonna, I'm keeping, here is the line of the spine, and I'm just keeping away from that for just a bit. So then you flip it over, and you just cut these corners. And I'm making a mess. And then you just put your tape and cut a little bit off on this side. It's a bit much. Peeling off the backing of the tape and just throwing it on my table. Normally I have like a bag where I put all my snippets and backing of the tape in. But this time I said, okay, let's make this tutorial, and I just started. So you want to fold the paper a bit so it doesn't tear, and then you just fold it over. Now this is quite thin paper, so it makes it a bit easier if you use like thicker scrapbooking paper or thicker cardstock. It might be a bit more difficult, but it will work. And no worries about this, because the inside of course is going to be covered too. So we're going to do the same with this side. But this process you probably already know, so if you're bored with this, just skip it and fast forward to the part where I attach them. But even that, you know, it's so easy. Throwing it away again. I'll have to clean this up later, but who cares? I'm having a lovely day at home, so that's fine. Yeah. So I'm just lining this up again, staying away a bit from the spine. You could also do it until the spine, but it doesn't really matter that much. So cutting up these corners in a slight angle, and then cutting a bit of this side because it's a bit too much. And then it's time to put your tape again. Okay. Peeling it off. First these small sides. As you see, I'm not too picky about cutting it exactly to the edge, but some people are. Sometimes I am, but in this case, it doesn't really matter that much. So, okay, folding it and then gluing it down. Now, if you do this with glue, you have a bit more room to adjust the paper. Like here I have a small wrinkle. If you use glue, you wouldn't have that, but okay, so this is what we have now, and now I'm going to use this sticky linen. So this is the sticky side. Here you can see you have, or it's not sticky, I'm not sure. Now I'm starting to doubt if this is a sticky one or not. Doesn't really matter, because no, this is not the sticky side. No, but you can also just do this with tape. But I think there is also sticky linen. So now I'm going to measure This is, spine is like 1/2 inch. So let's say I'll do 3 inches. And I think this is not straight, so pencil. And we do want a straight, so I'm drawing on the back. And from this line, I'm just measuring 3 inches. Drawing a line again. Okay, and then just need to have some extra on the top so I can fold it over. So let's just keep it until there. Okay. I'm not worrying too much if the top side is straight or not, because it's going to be on the inside and it will be covered. So I'm just cutting off this line. Now I remember, this linen has it has a layer on the back that ensures that if you glue with wet glue, the glue doesn't come through. So that's what it is actually. Okay, so now we just check where the edge of the spine is, and cover this in tape. And then we are going to sort of guesstimate in the middle, doing the same here. Let's just so now we can put some tape on this side. And also, a nice thing about this linen is that if you bend it like this, it doesn't tear. See, so that's, I really like that if you want to use this for your cover, and it has to be flexible. You don't want it to tear. This is perfect for that. So, okay, now you see this is just still a bit going like that, but I'm not going to do anything about that now because it's the cover for my next journal. And I will put some lace on there, so I'm not going to do anything about that now. This is just to show you the process of the two-way journal. So just to be able to fold this, and it's not going to work against each other. I'm cutting a teeny tiny part of it, and that way it will have some space, some room. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Sometimes it's handy to have long nails. Okay. So you see there is some space, so it can bend easily, because you're also going to cover the inside later. So that way it doesn't work against each other. Doing the same on the other side. You're just cutting where the fold line is. Okay. Now we still have to do the other box, but I will do that off camera, because this is a bit boring and I think you all might get the idea. Don't have to see it twice. So pull this against your pizza box so it's nice and neat. And there you have it. This is the first pizza box. So I will be back when I covered the other one. Okay, we're back. So as you see now, I have these two covers. They are equal in size, and cover them. The insides, I'm not going to do anything with it yet, because you're going to have to attach them first. And the reason is why is this? So you have one, and you put the other one in the opposite direction. You put them on top, and you make sure they are aligned well. Make sure that the cover of the bottom one doesn't stick out. It needs to be even. Same here. And if you did your measurements right, then it should be fine. Now, normally what I did with the Abandoned Houses journal, I put tape. So just a double-sided tape, or any tape that you prefer, a wider one. You just everywhere, and then you line them up, and you make sure that they are in the right place. The reason why I'm not putting tape now is because I'm going to use these covers. So it would be, I would just be, if I want to take it apart, I would be just ripping all the paper. And that's not what we want. So I'm not going to actually staple, but you're just going to staple around all the edges that you can reach. So this side you can reach. This side you can reach. Not this side, because you have the spine of the other one. So that's why we put the tape. This side you can also not staple, because you have the other spine. So I hope that makes sense. What you could do while attaching, now I don't have any ribbon here, but to make sure that you can close your journal, you could add your ribbon in between here. It will be stuck to the tape, and you can put your ribbon on this side so that when you close it, you can tie it up. So you can do that on the other side now if you want to use that as a closure. But that's actually it. It's not higher science or anything. It's just you put them, your covers in the opposite directions, spine on this side, spine on that side. You put them on top of each other. You can glue them. I stapled them. Just and you're done. Very simple. And then you have your two-way journal. You turn it over and you have this one. So I hope that makes sense. I'm curious if you're gonna make one of these. Just please share. It's always fun to watch. And well, stay tuned for my next video. Thank you for watching.